Welcome to A Seat at the Table, a podcast by the Alamo Colleges District. Today will be a special edition, and I think one of the most exciting episodes of the year because we're going to be speaking to 6 of our graduates, one from each of the Alamo colleges and a grad from one of our high school dual credit programs. This year, for just some perspective, we're on track to celebrate close to 15,000 plus graduates or credentials, degrees, and certificates earned, including about 2,000 AlamoPROMISE scholar graduates and about 1,500 or 1,500 high school program students whose accomplishments definitely serve as a great testament to our efforts to achieve our moonshot. As the semester comes to an end, it's only the beginning for some of our Alamo College students, and we are pleased to have outstanding graduates with us today who will be telling you more about the experiences they have gained as students with us. I also wanted to introduce our special studio guest and co-host for this episode, Josiah Rodriguez.
Hi, I'm honored to be here today with all our graduates. I'm in the summer attire already. I'm
ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go, but I also want to stay.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right. So Josiah is our outgoing student trustee, and as he noted, a graduate from San Antonio College, and he's going to be helping me ask some questions, and so thank you for being here, Josiah.
Thank you again for having me.
All right, and actually Josiah is going to be first up, so we had mentioned that there are graduates from each of the colleges, and so we're going to begin with Jesse Maldonado. So Jesse will be graduating with an Associate of Arts degree in Digital Arts. He's a first-generation Mexican-American student. He's also a combat veteran and a father. So busy life for Jesse. And for him, his education is more than just a degree. It's about building a better future for his family and setting an example for his kids. He says that Northwest Vista College has helped him grow and stay focused on that goal. So, Jesse, just tell us a little bit about kind of your journey. How has being a father motivated you during your time at Northwest Vista?
A lot. It has motivated me outrageously to another level. Only because there's the elementaries teach schools like the math and the English that I've learned in the past. It's the way to teach it is much different from then to now. So for me to go back and transition into like the whole collegiate way it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely a transition, right? I think going from whether that's high school or working full time and then being able to also juggle along with all your responsibilities, right?
Yes, it's been I wouldn't say a struggle, but it's been a challenge. It's been a major challenge the whole way.
So when I mentioned in the intro, right, building a better future for your family. So what does that mean? What does that mean to you? I mean, what are some of the things that were, there were many challenges, but there were also some successes. I'm sure you all celebrated together, but what are some of the milestones or important things that you relate to your kids or to your family about your academic journey?
Well, you stated the first part was I was the first to graduate high school. I'm the first to graduate college. So just that alone, it speaks wonders, just like not just for my family, but especially for my kids, only for them to see it happen in real time as opposed to just seeing a diploma on the wall or stories from the past. It's been an honor the whole way through.
That's wonderful. And what are your plans after graduation then, Jesse?
Oh, well, I got accepted into University of the Incarnate Word. So I'm pursuing my bachelor's in graphic design.
Oh, wonderful. All right.
Once I get my bachelor's, I'm going to pursue my master's degree in art therapy. So I can assist like children with trauma and veterans with PTSD.
That's wonderful. Congratulations on your transferring, earning a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design at University of the Incarnate Word, and then also your long-term prospects and serving also as a healthcare practitioner, right? And being able to do that, I think, is magnificent. You want to say, I know you'll do a shout out at the ceremony at Northwest Vista to your kids and your family. You want to do a shout out to them here?
Yes, thank you, Olivia, my daughter, who actually got me right back into the whole art scene and everything like that. So thank you, Olivia and Jesse, for always being there for me, and to the rest of my family, I appreciate you. Thank you.
That's awesome, Jesse, and we look forward to seeing you at the Northwest Vista College ceremony at the Alamo Dome. All right. Congratulations. I'm going to turn it over to my co-host, Josiah, and he has some questions and also introduction on our next graduate from Northeast Lakeview College, Nicole Garner.
Wow, stories like that. I mean, that's truly why we're here, Dr. Flores.
Yes, sir.
Nicole Garner, she also drives this home. Nicole will be graduating with an Associates of Art and an Associates of Science. Active at Northeast Lakeview, Nicole is a peer ambassador in the student life department and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Nicole's also in the Honor Society and Women Leaders of the NLC student organization. And she's an advocate on higher education. She often finds herself sharing stories from students who have been positively impacted by the Alamo Colleges education. And she realized how special it is to have the opportunity and to grow and to learn through attending college while also embracing the challenges that come with it. Now, her next steps include transferring to Old Dominion University to pursue a Bachelor's of Science in Dental Hygiene and to develop the skills needed to work as a clinician. So, Nicole, how has attending the Alamo Colleges positioned you for a better future?
I think the Alamo Colleges has been really instrumental in preparing me for my future and my next steps because of the way it built my confidence in myself. Obviously, I learned so much about myself through the college process because you're challenged every day. Every time you start a class, it's like, can I really get through this? Can I really get a good grade in this really difficult class, whether it be like chemistry, biology? Those ones can be tough, but when you get through it at the end, it really builds the way that you think about yourself, and that applies to every area of life. So yeah, the Alamo Colleges really just built my confidence and has allowed me to get into a school I'm really happy about and this program I'm really happy about, and I think it'll serve me well in my career.
No doubt about that. I mean, I'm really excited for you, Nicole, and you've surrounded yourself with so many amazing things. How have you surprised yourself, though, during your college journey here with the Alamo Colleges?
I think I surprised myself by how much I ended up caring about the school. I don't know if this is just kind of was my mindset going into it, if it's a more common thing, but going into school, I thought, well, it's a community college. It's a transfer school. I'll go there. I'll take classes. It'll be a great price. And then I'll transfer to a school that, everybody's heard of, and that's going to be my main school. But I really have come to think of Northeast Lakeview College as my alma mater. I've met so many amazing classmates, and I've had some incredible professors who are so qualified to teach. They've been in other universities and they have their stuff together. And yeah, I'm truly going to miss Northeast Lakeview. And I've really become emotionally attached to it. And I think that really surprised me how really sincerely amazing and touching my experience was.
It really does foster a home on our campuses, and I'm so glad that you shared that experience. Before we pass it over back to Dr. Flores, is there any last minute people you want to give a shout out to? Any family members, any people at school?
There are so many names. Big shout out to my parents. They have been so supportive throughout my journey. Shout out to my siblings who keep me grounded and humble. Even when I think I'm doing real great, they're always able to point out where I need to improve. And shout out to all of my teachers who, work so hard and often get so little thanks for the work that they do. But every single one of them has genuinely changed the way I see the world, and their work means so much to me.
Wow, that's touchy, Nicole. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.
Congratulations, Nicole. We have another graduate, and this is from Palo Alto College. So we have Julio Cesar Gallegos Montemayor, and you're graduating with an Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. It's the first cohort of students graduating from Palo Alto College's nursing program. So just had, many, many milestones. And in my notes here, it says you're grateful to have the support of Alamo Colleges and your family. You were, as noted, you were a veteran, right? You served in the military and could have gone anywhere, but chose the Alamo Colleges, Palo Alto College, and the nursing program in particular. One of the things that you had mentioned is you can now step forward into nursing ready to serve and care for the community with purpose. Sounds very similar to your service in the military, right? Kind of daily with leading with purpose. So what has been one of your proudest moments as a student, Julio?
Honestly, the moment that brings me to on Wednesday, graduating. I never thought I could honestly finish going to school. I attempted 2 times, some things happened. I wasn't able to keep going, but, I think all of it was just guidance to the right job, to something I would actually love.
Well, that's phenomenal. And you chose a very important field, right? You chose a program that is also academically challenging to be able to do that, just looking at the courses and what's necessary. So, how has the Alamo Colleges, your colleagues, your teachers, who are some of the folks or people or services that help you reach this moment?
Absolutely. Everyone. Everybody from Palo Alto and nursing, my advisor, all the professors that helped me through my other classes as well. Everybody has helped so much, just help push me to this position where I'm at now. And I couldn't be any more proud, honestly. I'm really thankful for the Alamo Colleges.
All right. Well, that is super awesome. And when you're going to cross the stage, I know you're going to then go and look for a position, but when you're ready, right, you can go to San Antonio College for your BSN.
That's the plan. I'm already heading that way.
All right. Well, awesome. I look forward to seeing you at the Palo Alto College graduation ceremony. And how about any shout outs? Is there anyone in particular, any folks you'd like to give a shout out to?
Oh, there's so many. My wife, my kids, my professors, everybody at University Hospital that I work with, they've taught me everything I know. And I am so grateful and thankful for everybody. And the Alamo Colleges as well for making this dream come true.
Well, you do us proud and look forward to seeing you at the ceremony and also hearing a lot about all the successes you're going to have along the way. Congratulations, Julio. Going to turn it back over to my co-host. And so Josiah is going to go ahead and ask some questions of our next graduate.
Well, I'm excited Julio is going to be an armadillo.
At SAC, yes, that's right.
Of course. Well, now we're going to be talking to Danielle Chivara. Danielle has earned her associate's degree in December of 2025 and said her decision to pursue a career in the medical field was shaped by her own health journey. Now Chivara is preparing for the next step in her educational journey. She has been accepted into a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing program at Schreiner University through the Promise to Promise program, becoming the first eligible student to transfer under the new initiative. Now, this is a milestone for many reasons. So, Daniela, what made you want to become a nurse?
I think wanting to become a nurse came from my personal experience with Crohn's disease and just being shown so much compassion, and these healthcare workers, every single one of them, from my surgeons to just my regular doctors to my nurses to the techs, everyone just showing me so much love. And I knew that when I was older that I wanted to show that same compassion and love to my patients. So I think that's really what led me to want to become a nurse and continue to serve for others and do for others. That was really what I was sent out to do with my life after experiencing what I went through. So that's what really pushed me to want to become a nurse.
Yeah, that shows a lot of character, and I know you personally, you have a lot of love for everything you do, so I'm excited for you in this next chapter. How do you feel about being the first student to transfer to Schreiner University through the Promise to Promise program?
I feel like above the moon. I feel so I was so excited. I was so surprised. I felt so grateful. I felt like all the hardships I went through and all the bad times was all worth it in the end. If I would have known, I would have been able to I was given these opportunities to pursue what I wanted to do in my dream. And I was just so grateful to the Alamo colleges and to everyone who guided me in the right direction, and just for choosing really the Alamo colleges, because it really guided me to where I needed to be and gave me so many opportunities.
Well, I'm really excited for you, Daniela. So I have one final question for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any last minute people you want to shout out before your big journey?
Definitely want to give a big thank you to Russell Adamski. He was the head nurse at St. Philip's College, and I worked under him being a peer mentor. And I think a lot of these opportunities really came to me because of him and because of the guidance he gave me. And he is such a great person in and out, and he guided me in the right direction and really got me out of my shell, and really truly made me the student I am today, and is going to make me a great nurse too. And I want to thank all my professors and all the other workers at St. Philip's College who guided me and helped me in the right direction, and my family, my boyfriend, my siblings, everybody who kept me grounded and just always showed me nothing but love.
Wow. That's exciting. I thank you again for sharing your story with us, and congratulations.
Thank you.
We have Ron Kelly from Northeast Lakeview College. You want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Perfect. So, Ron, congratulations. You just graduated this past week, but you're also an active student at Northeast Lakeview. You're also a student at the Judson Early College Academy. You served as SGA president this past year, and you're a member of Phi Theta Kappa's Honor Society and the National Society of Leadership and Success. You graduated with honors, and you plan to transfer to UT Austin as a pre-med student. Ultimately, you plan to attend medical school to pursue a career as a neurosurgeon. Now, that's a lot of great accomplishments, and I believe we were talking about it. You received your associates right before your high school diploma, which is crazy. But what has been one of your biggest joys as being a student leader on your campuses?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the question to start off. Honestly, my story kind of ties into that question as a whole. So I'm proud to be here as a representative of the dual credit opportunities that Alamo Colleges has offered. So I'm currently a senior at the Judson Early College Academy. And so for 4 years now, I've been a part of the Alamo Colleges, attending classes at Northeast Lakeview College, just graduated with my Associate of Arts from there. And the process as a whole has been, I have my utmost recommendation for anybody thinking about doing dual credit at the Alamo Colleges. It's been such an exciting experience. It's been such a learning process. And really where I began to make my mark was when I started to really get involved at the collegiate level. As an early college student, our campus is right by Northeast Lakeview College. So we're taking high school classes, then walk right over to the college to take a class over there, walk back. And kind of what was like typically done was the high school students on the campus wouldn't really assimilate themselves on the campus. They'd think, oh, I'm just here to take classes. I'm not really supposed to get involved, or different things like that. Around my junior year of high school is when I, saw so much opportunity on the campus, saw the great people, the great teachers, great staff that was there, and was like, there's definitely an impact that could be made. So I immediately learned about Student Government Association and really started to get involved from there. Served as treasurer my first year and loved the whole experience. And most importantly, I got involved with the student body, really got to connect with the people there, and the amount of great people that I've met, whether it was a student or a faculty member, it's been incredible. And from there, toward the end of my junior year is when I ran for student body president and got elected and became the first traditional high school student to be elected student body president of a college while still in high school. And it was all done through Alamo Colleges. So I want to give my sincerest thanks for that. It has been such an exciting part. And tying back to the question, the most prideful part of it all would definitely be the connection with the students. On a day-to-day basis as student body president, I got to meet a new face, a new student every single day, learn about their journey. I think that's what's so special about community college, is that you meet people from all different walks of life. And so to get to learn from people, to get to hear people's stories was something that I'm forever grateful for. It's something that I would carry on with me forever. And that's what I would say I was most proud of.
Wow, Ron, that's really touching. And graduating with 2 degrees, I mean, I know you were busy all year, so congratulations. 4 years, you did it. How has your experiences as a student leader changed your
Yeah,
perspective?
definitely. So I would say just from my time getting involved in Northeast Lakeview College, whether it was through student government, Phi Theta Kappa, National Society of Leadership and Success, all of these different organizations helped shape who I am as a leader. Because it's one thing to, be a leader, but it's one thing to now lead at Northeast Lakeview College, see the different opportunities. It put me in rooms with that I haven't seen before, met me, I've met people, new people that I haven't met before. The whole experience as a whole, every single day was something new. And when you're thrown new challenges like that every single day, all it does is shape your character, who you are. And like I said before, it's little things like that that I take with me through on. So my perspective has only gotten wider, I would say. I've learned so much every single day. And what was special about it is it became more than just going to school and going back. That's one of the impacts that I wanted to make as student government president, was I wanted to limit the amount of people who just go to class and then go back, because there's so much more offered here on all of the Alamo College campuses. So I wanted to highlight that. It has been an incredible journey of mine to get to experience it myself. And like I said, it's my utmost recommendation to anybody. So yeah.
Wow, Ron, a true leader, honestly, and congratulations again. Before we toss it back to Chancellor Flores, is there any shout outs you want to give?
Oh, yes, definitely. I would always have to tie things back to my parents, my father, Dr. Ron Kelly, my mother, Elizabeth Kelly. These are the people who have really shaped my day to day. They're people who have always been my supporters. That's the biggest thing I would say. They've supported me since day one. And those are people who I would forever be grateful for. My family as a whole have been big supporters of me. So I always have to give my shout out to them.
Well, congratulations again, Ron. I mean, 2 degrees at one time, that's amazing. And, I wish the best for you in your journey. Now to toss it back to Chancellor Flores.
All right.
To end this all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, amazing leaders, right? All across our campuses.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for their journeys.
Most definitely, Josiah, and very inspirational. All of your stories, I think, are just a testimony to your personal, will and to support systems, whether they were folks on campus, faculty or staff, or most definitely individuals at home, parents, partners, children, right, for each and every one of you. And then going through and listening to you, everybody actually is going to be in the healthcare field. So, 2 future nurses, dental hygienist. Ron just mentioned, right, being able to pursue pre-med. And then we also talked about looking at art therapy after the BFA, right, in graphic design. So, I mean, I think for all of you, it's wonderful how it ended up in at this place and at this point. One of the other things is just a final question to each of you, right? For what you do, I just want to thank you and congratulate you. But I also want to ask if you have any final words of advice to other students that are going to arrive, say in August, taking maybe their first college classes. They could still be in high school, or they could be setting foot on a college campus after high school graduation, or coming into a campus after, say, 10 years in the workforce, right, with lots of other things that they're juggling. But they step foot on a campus or connect online with a series of courses. What words of advice would you offer to these students? And I'll begin with Danielle.
Thank you, Dr. Flores. I would say definitely don't be afraid to immerse yourself in the different cultures and the different people on campus, and be your biggest advocate, because if you want something, go get it. I promise you it's possible. And I know at first it seems like everything is unreachable, but everything is possible. And sometimes it really is about who you know and not what you know. So just advocate for yourself and immerse yourself and meet new people. You never know what people have to say, or, if they don't like the true you, then they're missing out, So just stay true to yourself and be your biggest advocate.
I like that. I really like being able to self-advocate, right? To be able to do that and have that sense of personal destination. Julio, what would you say to other folks?
I would say don't be afraid of failure. Take it for what it is. Pick yourself up. Keep going. Carry yourself with loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, and integrity, and personal courage. Find those people that are willing to teach you, and then whatever you learn, teach to others, just learn to appreciate everybody because everybody's full of knowledge. We're not going to learn it all. Just try to make the effort and don't give up.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Yeah. I'd say my advice to future students is, on the days when it's hardest and on the days when you really don't remember why you're in college and facing all these struggles, remember, I guess, what a privilege it is to have access to an education because, I've met so many people who would have given so much to be where I am, and I carry them with me, those people who would love to have an education and aren't going to have that opportunity in this lifetime. Like being where you are, no matter the struggles, no matter how hard the workload, it really is a privilege and we shouldn't take it for granted.
Thank you. Let's see, Jesse.
Thank you. My message would be to, you don't have to have it figured out. You just got to keep showing up. Patience is a virtue and you need to trust the process.
There you go. Got to keep showing up, right? What do you think, Ron? What are your final words?
My piece of advice would definitely be find your reason why and, find that motivating factor for you. But the biggest thing would actually just be don't underestimate how quickly time moves. In the blink of an eye at the start of your journey versus when it's actually over, you'll look back and think, man, that was quicker than I would have imagined. So don't look at the time length and let that be your reason for stopping you. It'll go by quicker than you think.
That's true. Things often in the blink of an eye, right? So a year, 2 years, 4 years, right? Things have progressed and you're going on to the next chapter of your personal and academic journeys. Just want to thank each one of you. Had the opportunity to talk to some of you more than others, but the wonderful thing is being able to celebrate with you at the graduation ceremony as you cross the stage. As outgoing student trustee, as San Antonio College graduate preparing to transfer to university, what are your final words of advice to future students?
All these students gave really, really great advice. I would say ditto, but I would also say just take it day by day. Like Ron said, it goes by like in a blink of an eye. One day you're starting college, you're walking into our welcome center, and then the next thing you know, you're picking up your cap and gown.
Wow.
And it's beautiful. I went in knowing exactly what I wanted to be. I explored college. I found myself a bit more. And now I don't know what I want to be, but I know that Alamo College has prepared me for my future. And I know they've opened so many doors for me that it's not just that one door anymore. And it really does go by with the blink of an eye. So just take it day by day and let's go. I mean, we have the heart of the district here.
All right. Well, wonderful. Let's go, y'all. So we're ready for graduation. Congratulations on all of your academic and personal achievements. And we look forward to celebrating each and every one of you and then hearing also about your continued successes along the way as you go to university or as you go into your new employment or perhaps a promotion with your existing organization. I think that's also represents the diversity of Alamo Colleges, close to 15,000 different degrees and certifications that students have earned. So congratulations, y'all.
Congratulations.